What's going on, guys? It's Kyle. This is Big Money Mindset. Pleased to bring you another video here today. And in this video, we're going to be going over a Workhorse update, and we're going to be discussing the status on USPS, government funding, Donald Trump, his perspective on USPS, the three competitors left in the contract. We're going to be going into all three, as well as Lordstown Motors and how it affects Workhorse as far as, gaining stock price value. And I just want to say thanks to everyone that subscribed to the channel so far. It really means a lot to me. The growth is just getting ridiculous, guys. I love seeing everyone give their opinions on these stocks. Everyone has a different perspective, and it's just very enjoyable to be reading these comments day in and day out. So I really appreciate it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you find this video gives you informative information on Workhorse itself or gives you a better investment plan on investing in the stock. All right, let's get into the video. All right, guys, we'll just give you a little bit of a portfolio update. The portfolio is looking really nice. We're up 26% on our investment of $16,600. Portfolio is up to almost 21K. We got a $4,300 gain. This is just my growth stock portfolio. I have another account in Webull where I hold my NEO and my Workhorse. I hold about 200 shares of each. Nothing crazy. I like to diversify all my stocks, so I don't go all in on all my stocks. And as you can see, we got a couple lagging behind here. Upward, Dropbox, Fastly. I do want to drop Fastly just after it hit 120 bucks and it went all the way back down. It just ticked me off. So I'll probably sell that and buy some more NEO or Workhorse. So portfolio is doing really nice, guys. Lancadia Holdings is about to explode, and Tortoise Acquisition is going to explode as well. So we're getting ready for those as well. So let's get into the video. As we can see with the Workhorse charts, guys, the stock has stabilized amazing. I mean, look at this. We've literally been hovering around $15 for the past month. I mean, it's insane. The stock is very stable right now. And I think the lowest it was like a couple of days ago was around $14.78. So guys, this stock is locked in. Everyone's waiting for that big contract to go through and see the stock explode. So just understand there's not a lot of risk right now as far as the stock dropping is $5-10 bucks. It's likely not going to happen. If this contract doesn't go through, it could probably hover around 10 bucks or something around that range. But we have a lot of faith that this contract is going to go through. So we're just going to take a look into what's going on right now with the economy and USPS, Donald Trump, and we'll see if this affects the contract at all, and we'll get into it. All right, guys, so we have to understand Trump is claiming mail-in voting, falsely claiming it leads to rampant fraud during his regular briefing to reporters this Thursday. So he's basically saying, it's not going to be an actual vote if people are just, sending in mails of, the votes. He doesn't like that. He wants people to actually go out and vote, and that's just something to think about. That's just another reason what he's looking at as far as, a reason to bash USPS, because he's trying to win the election, guys. He's trying to win the election. He doesn't want people sending in more votes against him. He wants people to actually go out. And he believes that if he can put a hold on the mail-ins, he thinks less people are going to actually go out and vote. As we can see, Trump opposes Postal Service funding, but says he'd sign bill including it. Okay, this is just a couple of days ago. So he doesn't want to fund USPS, but he will, when it comes down to it. President Trump on Thursday attempted to soften remarks he had made hours earlier, in which he appeared to confirm that he opposes Democrats' proposed boost in funding for the U.S. Postal Service because he wants to make it harder to expand voting by mail, claiming his only goal is denying the agency's funds is to ensure the integrity of the November 3rd election. So, he's just trying to make it harder. He wants less people to vote against him and, more people to come out. He believes, people are not going to be coming out, because I guess, people are just lazy, would rather send it by mail. We want people to vote, but we want people to vote so when they vote, it means a vote. I'm not doing this for any reason, Trump said, referring to his push to deny the agency's funds. Maybe the other turns out to be my advantage. I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I do know I just want an accurate vote. So guys, we have to understand, this doesn't affect Workhorse. The Workhorse contract, the funds have already been established to a winner. These funds are going to a winner for the mailing vehicles, for the next 10 years. So this does not affect Workhorse. And I know a lot of people are thinking, is USPS, are they going to be going bankrupt because they're, needing funds? Guys, this is an easy turnaround. I'm going to show you why USPS is also losing money in this video and what they can do to fix this. So USPS thrives as far as their expenses and business model, and then Workhorse just gives them that extra boost, cutting all their fuel expenses, damages on vehicle repairs, because you got to realize those vehicles they had are rolling in on 30, 40 years old. I mean, those are all shot, guys. They're burning those in the scrapyard. So they have to have these vehicles to gain more profit in the future. It's not going to be a crazy percentage, but it's going to be a drastic measure of improving the company's revenue and margins. So just understand that. USPS losses. USPS losses are because they are a big majority of their losses are because they are required to put away billions of dollars each year for future retirement benefits. So guys, USPS has an excellent retirement benefits, for all these people that put in, that 20, 30 years. Guys, they're spending billions on retirement, and this is affecting, the company's profit margins drastically. As we can see here, we have, U.S. Postal Service net income loss by year since 2012, guys. This is not a profitable business model at all. 15 billion, 5, 5, 5, 5, 2, 4, 9. Guys, they've been losing, close to $50 billion, the past like 8 years. I mean, the business model has so many errors in it as far as, retirements, vehicle expenses, fuel economy. They have a lot of work to do to get back in the green. So just understand, this company, they're going to survive, they're going to get government funding. Trump's not going to be happy. They're going to change their business model. And, a company like Workhorse, could be just a benefiting factor, 10% on expenses, bettering the company, just like that, just taking a huge chunk off their plate. And that's, what the whole, EV sector is all about for this mailing company. The Postal Service's infamous financial woes are not actually hard to fix. While Trump tries to suggest it is all as a result of inefficiency and management, we know that it mostly boils down to absurdly unnecessary requirement imposed on the USPS, which is required it to put away billions of dollars each year for future retirement benefits. So guys, that is like the main factor of the entire business model that is just destroying this company into the ground for the past decade. So they have so much room to run, guys, when they turn it around, and they are getting their foot in the door going EV. This is just another start to profiting their business. So it's just an exciting time, guys. We're in a crazy time right now. We got the election about to come up. Trump is trying to defund USPS right when they're about to finalize a contract, get their foot in the door to get it rolling. So just a lot of different factors to understand, with UPS or with USPS. So guys, we know it's getting down to the boiling point. This is what you guys really want to hear. We're down to 3 competitors, okay? We got Carson Morgan Olson, Oshkosh/Ford, and then Workhorse. So we're going to be taking a look into, all 3, where they stand and, what the opportunity is for Workhorse. How are they, comparable to these other companies. $6.3 billion contract for new mail truck this year. See the finalists. Carson Morgan Olson. Turkeys. Carson previously tried and failed to win the contract to build New York City's Taxi of Tomorrow, but brought in a ringer for the mail truck. Its American partner in the Endeavor. Morgan Olson is a corporate descendant of Grumman. Okay, so we see Morgan Olson, they are looking like the same exact type of, product as far as, design, for the delivery vehicles. So guys, as I, researching this website, I do see, very similar, styles as far as, product. But what they're beginning to preach, I see on their website, is just durability, sustainability, craftsmanship. So that's what I'm seeing, that the route they're going. They're trying to get USPS to believe that this is going to be, their product for the next 40 years, much better than their old vehicles as well, a lot less maintenance, less expensive. So that's the route I'm seeing. You guys can definitely just drop in the comments, guys. I'm not seeing a whole lot of, EV electric engines on these vehicles. I swear I did a little bit of research. I mean, they might have partial vehicles they're working on, but they're not, from what I'm seeing, I don't see anything EV related. I went through, their products and their, specs, and guys, they're not really preaching anything EV. This is just the first time I'm really doing a little bit of homework on the other companies. It's just durability, windshield wipers, reinforced foundation, body. I only see them talking about the body kits and designs, craftsmanship, guys. It's a very nice craftsmanship, but guys, as far as fuel economy, I mean, Workhorse would smoke this out of the water as far as gasoline. So I see where they're going with their, durability, which is very solid. So they could be in the running, if that is, a big factor USPS has been getting nailed on. So just give me your comments and tell me what you think as far as Morgan Olson, guys. All right, and we also have Oshkosh and Ford. So Ford is a partner. Oshkosh and Ford are working together and on the only finalist that started out as an existing production vehicle. Based on high roof Ford Transit van, we can be had with a diesel engine and will be available with all-wheel drive soon. The van has been modified with the required sliding doors and plenty of protective body cladding. Okay, so we'll take a look at them as well. Oshkosh teams up with Ford on $6 billion USPS mail contract. Although the agency also is looking at prototypes from other manufacturers that employ battery, electric, and plug-in hybrid powertrains, the Oshkosh Ford Entrant has an internal combustion engine. Cameras are located on the front, back, and both sides of the vehicle that give the driver a better view of the truck's surroundings. They could provide a 360-degree view similar to technology inside the Ford F-150 pickup truck. The right side cargo appears to be powered. The USPS Eagle logo is painted on each side of the truck. So guys, from what I'm seeing, I mean, they don't seem to have the technology that Workhorse provides as far as, the fuel economy, which is the main factor as far as, durability. I don't see it. It looks like they're scrambling, testing prototypes, manufacturers, going over a little bit of tech on their, cameras. I mean, that's not really, going to be, dropping down expenses like crazy as far as, Workhorse and the other one with, so, I couldn't really find a nice little website. I'm just running through this pretty, so there's not a lot of detail. There's not a lot of detail on this company as well, with their, partnership with Ford. It looks like, they're running some prototypes. I might put them in the last. I might put them in last. We all know Ford. Ford's a $5 stock. They're not geniuses behind cutting expenses and EV technology. So don't get your head caught up around Ford on this USPS contract, guys. It's a name brand, but Workhorse is innovation and technology. That's what you need to understand. So you guys can look over those two companies. I'm not seeing a whole lot of excitement, in my opinion. So that's just something to take into consideration, guys. We're getting close. I'm sure we're going to be getting news very soon on, the final stance on this contract. And of course, we went over, USPS is on a 13-year consecutive net loss in the billions, guys. It's crazy, one of these companies is going to be a great factor as far as, boosting the company's revenue, decreasing expenses, maintenance. It's not going to be a overwhelming, company change in a year. But guys, this is business. You got to cut down on net losses and expenses, guys. 5%, 10%, I feel Workhorse is a great company to chip away at that. And the last thing I want to take a look at, guys, is the partnership with Lordstown Motors and Workhorse with a 10% equity stake. This could be a promising company, guys, and I did a video on Lordstown Motors, and, some of you guys were upset, I didn't scramble through the website, I was more of just looking at the, articles and stuff like that. So, guys, I have been looking, through a couple articles, and we'll take a look at the website as well. Lordstown Motor paid $12.2 million for Workhorse Tech, because this is an EV company, you guys. They're getting Workhorse's tech, the past year or so, and it gained a partnership of a 10% equity stake. So, guys, partnerships are amazing. That means companies are liking, each other and what they're doing for each other. It's teamwork. So, Workhorse will receive license fee equal to 1% of the gross sale price for each Lordstown Motor truck sold up to the first $200,000 units. This just benefits Workhorse long term, guys. This isn't a quick flip play. This is long term. After the USPS, we can still see this company growing in the future. Key considerations to understand about Lordstown: they have an auto plant, while Nikola and SPAC currently lack the infrastructure to manufacture vehicles. Lordstown acquired 6.2 million square foot assembly plant from General Motors that is outfitted with equipment that was most recently used to manufacture the Chevy Cruze and has combined replacement value of approximately $3 billion. So, guys, this is great as far as benefiting Workhorse. This company already has manufacturing facility to, profit long term. So 10% can go a long way when you're talking billions down the road. So just understand that it's going to affect the stock price if Lordstown does blow up. If they don't, it's not going to really affect Workhorse in a negative way. It's just going to be a neutral factor. All right, we can take a look at the website. The Lordstown Endurance is the first world's all-electric commercial pickup, guys. It's solid. I give it a solid, 9, okay? It's a nice little vehicle, As you can see with a nice presentation here, it's going over, the durability of the vehicle, all electric. I'm sure a lot of truckers over the years, or I'm sure a lot of hard workers, carrying trucks down the years have, spent thousands upon gas, diesel engines. So, guys, this is a durability truck, with sustainability as far as, fuel economy. And that's a big factor over the years. So it's a pretty nice truck, It definitely has some solid features on it as far as designs. So just understand that this could be the future of, pickup trucks as far as, the next 5-10 years down the road, competing with the Ford F-150s and the GMCs. And as we can see right here, we got a comparison between the Endurance and the Ford F-150 Lariat. Fuel cost is $5,200 to $14,278, and the price point on the Endurance is also, very low, $20,000 less, $50,000. That's pretty solid, guys. So I just want to hear what you guys think. Looking at these three companies in general that we were looking at previously to Lordstown. I want to hear you guys' perspective. I know I didn't give them, the greatest presentation as far as, what I was just looking at. I was just scrambling real quick. But I just don't see it with these companies. It looks like, these companies are desperate for a deal. I did like the first one we looked at, as far as the infrastructure and body style, and they said they're going for durability. Already forgot the name. Morgan Olson, they had some solid vehicles, I can't lie, but from what I saw with the presentation with Ford and Oshkosh, it just looks like they're trying to land a quick deal. Looking at prototypes, going over cameras and tech, I just don't see this benefiting USPS in the near future as far as these other two companies as Workhorse and Morgan Olson can, So it's just something to take a look at and understand as far as, this final bid and, if you're going to invest in the company with Workhorse or not. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that made it to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. And I love all the feedback we've been getting on these videos, guys. I'm going to bust this content out like crazy. Give me your thoughts on Workhorse and the other two companies. Let me know what you think. How do you see the finalization of this contract going? I want to hear your guys' opinion. And most importantly, if you feel that this video did give you a good insight on what's going on with the USPS, Donald Trump, the economy, and the other competitors, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. We're going to be busting content out like crazy. This is Big Money Mindset. I'm Kyle. You have a great day.